Iran's burgeoning tech scene could get an even greater boost thanks to growing international venture capital interest in the country. Here to share insight on how such investments are revitalizing the industry, one of the pioneers of tech development in Iran, Nazanin Daneshvar. Thank you so much for joining me. First, of course, you founded Iran's first voucher buying website. Tell me, did you fund this project yourself or have VC support?
Yeah, no, I funded the project myself from the first day. So, typical entrepreneur, just collecting the money from the years that I worked, and I started the company just like that. And so far, we haven't got any investment in the company at all.
Okay, so now you're growing it. Tell me, are you still going at it alone, or are you looking externally for support?
Well, we've been positive from the third month of operation in the company, which goes back to 4 years ago. And now we are over 60 people, and we are still positive in terms of cash flow and turnover, etc. At this stage, we are looking at an investment, either we prefer the international investment because the money comes with expertise and knowledge, but we are also looking at the local VCs at the same time.
Okay, so you know that we're heading into frontier market territory when it comes to investments in Iran. So how do you, as a person who's in Amsterdam right now, liaising between internationals and the locals in Iran, convince them that there is less of a risk profile, or do you convince them that, hey, there is a risk profile? You have to understand that when you enter into investments in the tech sector back home.
Well, the fact is, as you mentioned, there are already legitimate ways, and the ways that they can protect their money, they bring it in, they get the licenses and permissions from the firms and organizations to let them trade between Iran and EU. So that's why I'm here, and I'm helping these companies to move forward from the last couple of months, and hopefully this is going to happen soon, I'm telling you.
Okay, well, it's interesting that you distinguish between EU versus American funding, for instance. Tell me, what type of projects are you helping to see through? You don't have to give us all of the details, but just a few identifying characteristics about who's interested in investing in your country.
Well, as I said, these are mainly big IT companies or the big international VCs that are, as you said, mainly located in the EU. Americans have been in contact, but so far I don't know any company that have moved in. But the EU-based companies, some of them are already there, and some of them are pushing to move in.
Tell me, what do you see the Iran tech landscape to evolve into in the next 5 years, for instance?
As you may know, Iran has the highest population of the whole MENA region, Middle East and North Africa, and the highest internet penetration, which lives at to around 42 million internet users. And when you look at for example, in the e-commerce sector, the number of websites you can really count as a proper companies, they are less than 10, and they are not even that big compared to the whole population. So obviously, the potential is so massive, and these local companies and entrepreneurs need the international help to really get moving. So I really think, in 5 years' time, we will all sit and look at the market and think about these days that nothing has moved, and things would be completely different.